Right, Perth hitting 47 degrees while Hobart sits at a pleasant 22. Is your suburb about to cop the worst of this extreme heat, or are you one of the lucky ones getting some relief? Currently, BOM has severe heat warnings active across South Australia, Western New South Wales and inland Victoria, affecting over 6 million Australians. By the end of this forecast, you will know exactly when the peak temperatures hit your area, which locations face total fire ban days, and when that relief finally arrives. Chuck your location in the comments right now, and I will get you a personalised forecast in tomorrow's update. Sydney, you're looking at 34 today, climbing to 36 Friday, then dropping back to 28 Saturday as that southerly change pushes through. Melbourne, currently 29, jumping to 38 tomorrow, 39 Saturday, before Sunday as cool change drops you to 24. Brisbane sitting pretty at 32, staying consistent around 30 to 32 through the weekend with afternoon storms possible Monday. For you lot in Adelaide, 37 today, then the big one hits Friday with 42 degrees, Saturday 43, before relief Sunday at 26. Perth at 47 today, yeah, you heard that right, 47, then Friday 46, Saturday finally dropping to 38. Canberra reaches 35 today, 37 Friday, 36 Saturday. Darwin-S relatively mild at 33 with monsoonal showers continuing. Now here's the thing, and this is where it gets interesting around the 3-minute mark of this forecast. The models are showing something pretty unusual. Access is painting one picture for when this heat peaks, but the European model reckons we could see temperatures even higher in some inland locations. This difference is pretty significant because it changes everything for fire danger ratings and whether we see catastrophic conditions or just extreme. We'll have a better idea tomorrow morning when the latest runs come through. Let's dive into the regional centres because this is where the story gets complicated. Newcastle at 33 today, 35 Friday, then 26 Saturday when that change arrives. Wollongong, similar pattern, 31 today, 34 Friday, 24 Saturday. Up at Coffs Harbour, Uri looking at 32 consistently through the weekend. Bit more humidity creeping in Sunday. Wagga Wagga, this is where it gets brutal. 40 tomorrow, 42 Friday, 43 Saturday before the change arrives Sunday morning. Dubbo, 41 Friday, 42 Saturday. Across to Victoria now, Geelong hitting 37 tomorrow, 39 Saturday, while Ballarat reaches 36 Friday, 38 Saturday. Bendigo and Shepparton both pushing into the low 40s Saturday. We re-talking 41, 42 degrees with fire danger ratings hitting extreme. Yeah, look, I know this isn't ideal for anyone planning outdoor activities this weekend. Queensland is a bit of a mixed bag. Gold Coast at 31 today, staying around 29 to 31 through the weekend with those afternoon sea breezes doing their job. Sunshine Coast similar, 32 today, dropping to 29 Friday with increased cloud cover. Townsville at 33 with monsoonal showers. Cairns 32 with afternoon storms likely. Toowoomba sitting at 29 today, 31 Friday. Then possible showers Saturday night into Sunday could drop you back to 26. Western Australia, Bunbury reaches 39 today, 41 Friday, then 32 Saturday. Geraldton 44 today, 43 Friday, 38 Saturday. Kalgoorlie, UA copping the worst of it, 46 today, 45 Friday, 44 Saturday. Broome at 34 with tropical moisture increasing through the weekend. South Australia, Mount Gambier at 34 Friday, 36 Saturday, Sunday. As change drops you to 22. Whyalla 42 Friday, 43 Saturday. Port Augusta hitting 45 Friday, 46 Saturday. This is serious heat. Tasmania, Launceston at 25 today, 27 Friday, 23 Saturday. Devonport, similar pattern, 24 today, 26 Friday, 21 Saturday. Northern Territory, Alice Springs at 41 today with that monsoonal trough keeping things hot and humid. 42 Friday, 40 Saturday. Katherine 37 with afternoon storms. Hang on, let me clarify that about the fire danger because this is critical. Access is showing wind speeds Friday afternoon across inland New South Wales and Victoria reaching 40 to 50 kilometres per hour, potentially 60 in exposed locations. The European model suggests those winds could gust even higher, approaching 70 to 80 km an hour in some spots. This matters because combined with 40+ degree temperatures and humidity down around 8 to 12%, we're looking at catastrophic fire danger across multiple districts. Total fire bans are already confirmed for Friday across the Mallee, Wimmera, Northern Country and Northeast districts in Victoria. New South Wales looking at total fire bans for the Central Ranges, Northwestern, Northern Slopes and parts of the Riverina. Actually, I should be more specific about those southerly changes because timing is everything here. The change hits the South Australian coast around 3 a.m. Saturday morning. Adelaide sees it by 5 a.m, then it races eastward. Melbourne gets the change around 2 p.m. Saturday, pushing through Bendigo by 6 p.m, reaching Albury by 9 p.m. Saturday night. Sydney S change arrives Sunday morning around 6 a.m, Newcastle by 9 a.m, Coffs Harbour by midday Sunday. Brisbane doesn't see any significant change. Uwari staying warm and humid right through. There's one thing that S got me concerned about this setup, and I'll tell you about it around the 8-minute mark. Before that, let's talk about what is happening up north because the tropics are active right now. Tropical low 18U is currently sitting over northwestern Queensland, and this system is producing some serious rainfall. We're re-talking 100 to 200 millimetres over the next 48 hours across the Gulf of Carpentaria coastline. Mornington Island could see 200 to 300 mils through Friday and Saturday as this low intensifies. The interesting bit, and this is what tomorrow's update will focus on heavily, is whether this system becomes a tropical cyclone. Currently, there is about a 30 to 40% chance it reaches cyclone strength Friday night or Saturday morning as it moves west into the Gulf. If it does develop, it would be named Cyclone Niran. But here S, where the model disagreement comes in. Access suggests it stays just below cyclone strength with sustained winds around 55 kilometres per hour. The GFS model is more aggressive, showing potential for a Category 1, possibly Category 2 system with winds approaching 100 kilometres per hour. For locations like Corumba, Burketown and Normanton, you are looking at heavy rain regardless of whether it becomes a cyclone. Wind gusts could reach 80 to 90 km an hour with the heavier squalls, so secure any loose items around your property. Waipa and Thursday Island in the Torres Strait, you will see those squally conditions Thursday night into Friday morning. There is also tropical activity developing offshore in the Coral Sea. This broad low-pressure system is currently sitting about 800 kilometres east of Mackay, moving slowly westward. It's expected to bring showers to the Whitsundays and the Capricorn coast from Saturday onwards. Rainfall totals looking fairly light, 20 to 40 millimetres through the weekend, but Monday and Tuesday next week, that S when things potentially ramp up. The models are still working out the details, but there's an increasing signal for this Coral Sea low to interact with tropical moisture from the north, potentially producing some decent rainfall across southeast Queensland Monday through Wednesday next week. We're re-talking possible totals of 50 to 100 millimetres through the scenic rim, Gold Coast hinterland and the border ranges. Brisbane and the Gold Coast could see 30 to 60 mils. That would be very welcome given how dry January S been for the southeast. Could go either way at this stage though. If that low stays further offshore, you get light showers. If it tracks closer to the coast, you could see some solid rainfall totals. Check back tomorrow because the Access and European models should start converging on a solution. Right, back to that heat event. Here's what is concerning me. We've got this massive heat trough extending from northeastern South Australia right up through western New South Wales and into Queensland. Temperatures inland are going to be brutal. Burke hitting 46 Friday, Broken Hill 44, Mildura 43, Echuca 42, Griffith 41. These are the sorts of temperatures where you absolutely cannot be working outdoors during the afternoon. Heat stroke becomes a real risk within 15 to 20 minutes of exposure. Reckon the power grid's going to cop a hiding Friday afternoon and Saturday when everyone cranks their air conditioners. If you are in Victoria or South Australia, make sure you've got backup plans if there are outages. Charge your devices, fill up water bottles, check on elderly neighbours. Now, about 24 hours from now, I'll have much clearer information about Saturday's fire danger. The Bureau will update their fire weather forecast tomorrow morning, and we'll know definitively which districts are facing catastrophic conditions. What I can tell you now is if you are in a bushfire-prone area across Victoria, southern New South Wales or the Adelaide Hills, Friday afternoon and Saturday are days to have your bushfire plan activated. That means knowing your trigger points, having your car fueled up, staying across local warnings. Let me check that again about the compounding factors. So we've got extreme heat, we've got strong winds, we've got critically low humidity, and we've got a landscape that's been drying out through January. It has not just one element, it has all of them hitting at once. That S, what creates those catastrophic fire danger ratings. For Tasmania, you are largely sheltered from this event. Hobart maxing at 24 Friday, 22 Saturday. That southerly airflow keeps you cool and pleasant. Bit of a rough trot for mainland Australia while you're re-enjoying perfect weather down there. Same story for the ACT and Canberra initially, but Saturday you'll feel some of that heat with 36 degrees before Sunday S relief. Across to Western Australia, S Interior now. Leonora, 47 Friday, Laverton 46, Kalgoorlie 46, Esperance only 34 thanks to sea breezes, Albany at 28, Bunbury 39, Perth 47. That Fremantle Dr. Seabreeze will try to push through Perth around 2 p.m. Friday, might drop coastal suburbs to 42 by 4 p.m, but inland suburbs stay cooked at 45, 46 degrees. According to the latest runs, there's uncertainty about Sunday S conditions across eastern Australia. Some models show a weak ridge building behind Saturday S change, which would mean Melbourne stays around 26 to 28 Sunday and Monday. Other models suggest a secondary trough developing, which could push temperatures back up to 32, 33 by Monday. This difference changes whether you get genuine relief or just a brief respite. Christmas Island sitting at 30 degrees with afternoon showers. Cocos Island's 29 degrees. Norfolk Island 24 with light winds. The one location that could cop something unexpected is Hobart. Now hear me out on this. While everyone is focused on the mainland heat, there is a weak front approaching Tasmania Sunday night that could bring some decent rainfall Monday into Tuesday. We're potentially talking 30 to 60 millimetres, which would be significant for Hobart given the dry start to the year. Launceston and Devonport could see even higher totals, 40 to 80 mils if that front slows down over the northwest, as some models suggest. Right, we at the 12-minute mark, so quick reminder, chuck your location in the comments. Whether you are in a capital city or a regional centre, I want to get you specific information for tomorrow S update. I've been reading through your comments and I reckon heaps of you are dealing with this heat, so let's make sure everyone has got the information they need. Darwin 33 with monsoonal showers continuing through the weekend. Catherine 37 with afternoon storms. Tennant Creek 39. Alice Springs 41 today, climbing to 42 Friday. Queensland's interior facing brutal conditions with Longreach at 42 Friday. Mount Isa 41. Roma 43. Charleville 42. The models are showing Saturday night into Sunday potential thunderstorm activity across northern New South Wales and southern Queensland. High base storms possible around Armidale, Tamworth, Moree areas. Lots of lightning but not much rain. Sunday S storms across Sydney Basin and Hunter look more organised with heavier rainfall possible, though wind shear isn't favourable for severe weather. For South Australia, Sunday and Monday look beautiful after Saturday's change. Adelaide 26 Sunday, 28 Monday. Mount Gambier 22 Sunday. Perth continues hot with 47 today, 46 Friday, 38 Saturday, then back to 40 Sunday before relief mid next week. There is still a bit of uncertainty around next week's tropical developments. That Coral Sea low we talked about earlier, if it does push west and interact with the northern moisture, we could be talking about some very beneficial rainfall for drought-affected parts of southern Queensland and northern New South Wales late next week. But that S 7 to 10 days out. So massive uncertainty. What we can say is there S potential there, but don't bank on it just yet. One more thing about fire danger, and this is critical. If you're in a total fire ban area Friday or Saturday, that means no fires whatsoever. No barbecues, no campfires, no burning off, no machinery that could create sparks during the heat of the day. Fines are massive, and more importantly, one spark in these conditions can become a catastrophic bushfire within minutes. Rural Fire Service and CFS will be on high alert, aerial resources pre-positioned, but the best firefighting is prevention. Looking ahead to next week, heat rebuilds across inland areas Tuesday and Wednesday, Bourke back to 41, Broken Hill 40, while coastal areas stay reasonable with Sydney 28 to 32, Melbourne 26 to 29. That potential tropical low in the Coral Sea, if it tracks west next week, could bring 50 to 150 millimetres to southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. Brisbane and Gold Coast may be 30 to 80 mils. But massive uncertainty remains, so check tomorrow S update for clarity. Brief recap before we wrap up. Extreme heat Friday and Saturday, particularly across South Australia, Victoria, inland New South Wales and Western Australia. Total fire ban days confirmed or likely across multiple districts. Southerly change Saturday in Victoria and South Australia, Sunday for New South Wales. Queensland staying warm and humid. Tropical activity in the Gulf of Carpentaria with heavy rainfall and potential cyclone development. Coral Sea, low bringing shower activity to the coast this weekend, possibly heavier rain next week. Look, weather forecasting isn't an exact science, especially when you're talking 5 to 7 days out. What I can tell you with confidence is Friday and Saturday are going to be brutal for heat across southern and inland Australia. The fire danger is real. The health risks from extreme heat are real. Take it seriously, plan accordingly, look after vulnerable people in your community. What I can tell you with certainty yet is exactly where that coral sea low tracks next week, or whether the Gulf system becomes a cyclone. That is why I need you to come back tomorrow. By then, the models will have run again, we'll have better data, and I can give you much more specific information. Chuck your location in the comments, whether you're in Cairns or Hobart, Perth or Sydney, Mount Isa or Bega. I read every comment, and tomorrow's forecast will address the areas you're asking about. If there are specific weather concerns for your region, let me know and I'll make sure to cover it. Appreciate you watching, appreciate you being here. Tomorrow morning's update will be out around 7 a.m. Eastern Time with all the latest model data, updated fire danger forecasts and clearer picture on next week's tropical developments. Stay cool, stay safe, and